Double guide wire technique. Endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography ARCP with biliary sphincterotomy is still the preferred therapeutic option for many pancreaticobiliary conditions, but successful deep cannulation of the common bile duct is required and can be a challenge. This selective biliary cannulation reportedly fails in up to 18% of cases and less to 5% in experienced hands. If conventional cannulation techniques fail, advanced techniques are often used to gain access to the CBD and reduce the risk of post-ARCP pancreatitis (PEP). These techniques include precut sphincterotomy, whether papillotomy or fistulotomy, double guide wire technique, transpancreatic sphincterotomy, pancreatic duct stent, or rendezvous technique. In this presentation, we will focus on the double guide wire technique. The principle of this technique relies on the insertion of a first guide wire, mostly unintentionally, into the pancreatic duct via a cannulation device which mostly is sphincterotomy. The sphincterotomy is then withdrawn, leaving the guide wire deep into in the pancreatic duct. The sphincterotomy is loaded with a second guide wire and reinserted through the working channel of the duodenoscope alongside the previously placed pancreatic guide wire. The tip of the sphincterotomy is positioned in the papilla and targeting the direction of the CBD for cannulation attempt with the second guide wire. The rationale of the placement of guide wire deep into the pancreatic duct is stabilizing the papilla, opening a stenotic papillary orifice, straightening both the pancreatic duct and CBD, closing the pancreatic orifice, thus facilitating CBD cannulation, and finally minimizing repeated injection or cannulation of the pancreatic duct, leading to PEP. This video showed a case of difficult biliary cannulation. The papilla was unstable, and after several attempts to cannulate CBD, the guide wire was unintentionally inserted into pancreatic duct. There is no preference regarding the choice of guide wire. You can use the guide wire that you are familiarizing with it. A fluoroscopic view confirmed the position of the guide wire into pancreatic duct, which look across the rachis. After the first guide wire was inserted and left in the pancreatic duct, the sphincterotomy was exchanged and loaded with a second guide wire. The direction of biliary cannulation should aim 10-11 o'clock position with a left and upward relation to the first guide wire, and by bending the wire of sphincterotomy to get into the CBD. Fluoroscopic view showed the second guide wire left and lateral to the first guide wire. Once the second guide wire is placed into the CBD, the sphincterotomy was advanced deeper into CBD, and the biliary cannulation was also confirmed by a successful cholangiogram. Advantages and disadvantages of double guide wire technique. Double guide wire technique, it has been reported to achieve a success rate of 47 to 93% in patients who failed standard biliary cannulation, but it was associated with a higher rate of PEP with a risk ratio of 1.98, which mostly on mild PEP. But double guide wire technique had a similar success of cannulation compared to persistent cannulation attempts, precut, or pancreatic stent placement. Regarding other adverse events like bleeding, perforation, cholangitis, and mortality, there is no difference between double guide wire technique and other techniques. Finally, prophylactic pancreatic stent following the double guide wire technique reduce the risk of PEP and should be done. And thank you for your attention.